Hey kids, welcome back to our series. I know it sounds crazy, but it's true. I can't wait to learn all about today's crazy story. But before we get started, I have a question for you. You ready? All right. How many of you have brothers or sisters? Okay, well, how many of you have ever had your brother or sister do something that made you really mad? I mean, you were like,
This girl is offended! This girl is offended!
okay, well maybe not that mad. Here's a rather tough question. How many of you, after your brother or sister made you really mad, found it pretty hard to forgive them? I totally get it. I mean, come on, let's face it. Forgiveness isn't always easy, especially when someone in your family hurts you or makes you angry, right? Even I've been in that place before. We all have. Well, kids, I'm glad you tuned in because today we're going to learn all about a crazy story from the Bible, which actually deals with a family fight. But first, we need to check in with our friend Josh. Check out this video.
Welcome back, everybody, to another edition of I Know It Sounds Crazy, but It's True. I'm Josh, and my friends and I, yeah! Howdy do.
I'm so excited!
Excellent. You people make my brain hurt.
I couldn't look at it.
You stay away from my brain, creepo. Guys, focus.
Excuse me.
We're here to talk about some of the weirdest, wackiest, and strangest stories of the entire Bible. And today, we're talking about two brothers. Jacob and Esau. Now, Jacob and Esau had a dad who was blind. He couldn't see at all. And Jacob and Esau knew that when their dad passed away, Esau was going to get a special blessing. Jacob was jealous of his brother. I mean,
Big time.
and so Jacob was going to trick their dad to give him the blessing instead of his brother. And how exactly is he going to do that? Esau was a really hairy guy. Kind of like Bigfoot.
What are you looking at?
Or Chewbacca. Disturbing. So Jacob got help from his mom.
Hello?
And covered himself with animal fur. To trick their dad into thinking he was his hairy brother.
Here we have Jacob sporting the latest animal fur fashion, looking just like his brother Esau, and not at all like some weird hairy lady.
Talk about nuts.
How silly! That'll never work!
Well, it did work.
Never mind.
Esau found out and he was furious. And Jacob had to run for his life.
Be right back. Gotta run for my life!
But where's Jacob gonna go?
I don't know!
What's he gonna do?
I just said I don't know!
And can I look at his brain?
No. You're gonna find out what happens next in today's lesson. Professor,
Hello.
hit the button.
Okie dokie.
Wow, Miss Lupe, that was pretty crazy. Or should I say hairy? Wow, yes, very hairy. Goodness, those brothers had a really crazy situation going on. Can you imagine putting camel hair to try to convince your blind dad that you were actually your hairy twin brother? That's crazy. Well, it is clear that things are not going well for these brothers. What would happen? Will they forgive one another? Will they stay angry forever? What would you do? You're going to learn all about the importance of forgiving those who hurt you and betray you in our lesson today. Even when it's family, forgiveness can be hard. We will learn how to end family fights the right way. But right now, it's time to check in with our friend, Disco Dave. He's gonna teach you what you gotta know.
Ha, 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 what you gotta know, what you gotta know. Ha, 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 what you gotta know.
What's happening, you crazy cats? It's me, Disco Dave, and I'm here to tell you what you gotta know. Today, we're learning the importance of resolving conflict with others. So today, every time somebody asks you what you gotta know, you tell them, no matter how you've done me wrong, I know we can get along. Sometimes, folks just don't get along, even in church. I'm mad at you. You don't think my hair is funky fresh. You're right. I think it's out of sight. Like, get that thing out of sight. Why I order? That's not how we handle things at all. We gotta handle things with love. We gotta handle them the Bible way. So today, every time somebody asks you what you gotta know, you tell them, no matter how you've done me wrong, I know we can get along. That right there is what you gotta know. I'm Disco Dave saying, Dynamite!
All right, guys, let's say it one more time. No matter how you've done me wrong, I know we can get along. Say it louder. No matter how you've done me wrong, I know we can get along. That was pretty fun. And now for some more fun, who's ready for a game? All right, today's game is called Mummy Dearest. And the object of this game is to see who can mummy wrap Miss Lori and I the fastest. Now I'm gonna have Austin and Titus come up and join us. Go ahead and come up, guys. They're actually gonna be doing the wrapping and the competing for this game. Who do you think will win? Titus? Austin? All right, guys, let's find out. All right, you guys ready?
Yep.
Okay, let's do this. Come on, Austin. I know you can do it. I'm rooting for you. Ready? We got this, Titus. We got this. We got this. On your mark. Get set. Go.
Wait.
Yeah. There you go. Hurry. Yeah, hurry, Austin. Hurry. You can do this. I have faith in you. Yes, we got this. You got it. Come on. Oh my goodness. Come on, Austin. Go, 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 Austin. Go. Come on. There you go. You got this. You got this. I believe in you.
Oh,
Come on, Titus. We got this. We got this. Oh my goodness. Yes. Almost done. You're almost done. Wrap all of me.
I'm trying to get
Come on. Let's go. I feel pretty wrapped already, guys. Ready? Okay. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stop. Okay, guys. Who do you think won? Austin? Or Titus? Ready? Okay. Oh, God. So we just saw what it looked like when they used to bury a mummy back in ancient Egypt. It looked pretty funny, right? But there are times when someone hurts us and we try to bury the pain inside and refuse to forgive them. We try to bury our hurt and bitterness inside of us. And when that happens, it's certainly not funny. It hurts us a lot. Today we're going to learn how to handle it the right way when someone tells us they are sorry. But first, we have a Bible story for you. Today we are going to look at two brothers in the Bible named Jacob and Esau. Jacob and Esau were twins. Esau was born first, so according to tradition, he was supposed to receive his father's blessing and get all of his father's possessions when he died. His brother Jacob did a very wicked thing to him. Jacob tricked his father into blessing him instead of Esau. That meant that Jacob stole Esau's birthright from him. Esau got more than just a little upset. He threatened to kill Jacob. So Jacob took all of his things and ran for his life. Years went by, and the brothers never talked to each other or saw each other. After many years of running from his brother, Jacob really wanted to apologize to his brother. Jacob heard that Esau and his family were close by. So Jacob sent messengers to Esau and told him that he wanted to make up for what he did. He offered gifts, animals, and other things in order to let Esau know that he was serious. When Esau saw all these things, he was surprised. Jacob was excited when his servants arrived back at his camp. But the servants came with some startling news. The servants told Jacob, Esau is on his way here with an army of 400 men. When Esau heard this news, he was terrified. Was Esau coming to kill him? Was he coming to make Jacob pay for what he had done many years ago? There was only one thing Jacob could do: pray. That's what he did. He got on his knees and he prayed to God, "Please rescue me from Esau, for surely he has come to kill me." Jacob knew he needed God to help end his family fight. The next day, Esau arrived at Jacob's camp. Jacob ran out to meet Esau. Instead of tearing into him and saying, "It's about time you got here. You've been mad at me for long enough. Get over it already." Jacob kept a humble attitude and went to greet his brother Esau by bowing down before him like a servant. Esau grabbed Jacob, pulled him close, and hugged him. He forgave his brother for all the things he had done.
What a great Bible story. I'm so glad Esau decided to forgive his brother Jacob. What a great example for us to follow. Okay, so who's ready for our power verse? Play the video.
It's the salt. A little sweet. Oh, hey boys and girls, it's me, Teriyaki, and I was just cooking up something tasty for my restaurant. Nice rice. It's a 5-star fine dining establishment that's famous for, you guessed it, my rice. Hard to mess that up. Now today, I'm also cooking up a very special power verse. The trouble is, I'm famous for getting things mixed up. Eggs aren't the only thing I scramble. I mix up the ingredients, the names of our dishes, and even the power verse. So I'm gonna need your help unscrambling the whole thing today. So let's look at it together. Do all that everyone can to live in peace with Romans. U 12:18. Yes, this is not right. Very wrong, very mixed up. Kind of reminds me of the time I tried to make pizza but forgot the crust. Ooh, what a mess. Boys and girls, I'm gonna need your help getting this one unscrambled. Let's look at it together. Do all that everyone can. That sounds odd. Let's move everyone to the side. To live in peace with Romans. Wait a second. We shouldn't just live in peace with Romans. We should live in peace with everyone. Oh yes, everyone. Where does it say this verse is found? U 12:18? That's definitely not right. Where do you think it's found? Oh, Romans! Which means the word "you" can only go in one place. Yes, that's it. I think we have it. Now, stand with me and say it loud on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Do all that you can to live in peace with everyone. Romans 12:18. That's a great power verse. Now, let's make sure we really know it so when we need to remember it later, it's not all mixed up in our brains. Stand up and say it loud on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Do all that you can to live in peace with everyone. Romans 12:18. Great job, boys and girls. Now, I've got to get back to making this lasagna. Or was it lasagna? Get it? Lasagna, lasagna. Okay, the customers are waiting. So until next time, this is Teriyaki saying, ladles up.
No more scrambled eggs for that guy. So today we're learning all about what happens when families fight. When we have hurt another member of our family, it's important to apologize. Come on, let's say that word together. Apologize. It is also equally important to be willing to forgive our brother or sister if they are the ones who have hurt us. Kids, being hurt is part of life. Things happen at school, at church, at home. Have you ever witnessed a scene that looks something like this?
Hey, that's my toy.
No, it's mine.
It's
Stop.
mine.
Give it. Give it. Stop. Always have my toy.
You always play with it.
No, I don't.
Give it to me.
Stop.
You
Mom,
always
you keep trying to take my toy.
I'm
Mom.
done with you, Mom.
No.
Wow, look familiar? Fights are almost unavoidable in families and even among friends. Things happen and we get into fights and arguments. But what should we do when that happens? Should we let the fight go on? Should we apologize? Well, we are going to look at the two brothers from today's story and talk about some important lessons on what we should do. Do you remember what happened when Jacob learned that Esau was close by? He sent some of his servants to go visit Esau and offer him gifts. He didn't wait for Esau to come to him. He was the one who had done wrong, so he made the first move. When we are in conflict, make the first move. If you are in conflict with someone, especially if you are the one who has done wrong, it's your responsibility to make the first move. If you wait for the other person to come to you, the conflict may never be over, and that's not good. When your sister makes you mad, you go to her and ask her to forgive you. When your friend is upset with you for making fun of him, you go to him and tell him that you're sorry. Make the first move. That's what Jacob did, and we should too.
It's not always easy to make the first move. Sometimes we need to ask God for help. That's what Jacob did. When he heard that his brother was coming to meet him, he got down on his knees and prayed to God. Do you remember what he said? He said, God, I am frightened. In fact, I'm scared to death that Esau is going to kill me and my family. God, please help me. When we have hurt someone, making the first move and talking to that person after a long time is pretty scary. God will always help us have the courage, the strength, and the forgiveness we need to make things right.
Esau arrived at Jacob's camp. Jacob ran out to meet Esau, kept a humble attitude, and greeted his brother by bowing down before him like a servant. That's sort of what they did back then. It was a way of showing reverence and humility. You see, Jacob was being humble. He didn't start arguing with Esau, listing all the things that Esau had done wrong by not forgiving him. Instead, Jacob bowed before his brother Esau in humility. And that's exactly what we need to do. Not necessarily bow down before the person who hurt us, but definitely have a humble heart and a heart of forgiveness, and always say, I'm sorry. Esau ran towards Jacob and gave him a huge hug. He forgave his brother, and they both celebrated the family being brought back together. Kids, when two people have been apart and come back together, we call that restoration. I know that's sort of a big word. Let's say it together. Restoration. It's sort of like fixing something that has been broken or apart. So if you follow steps 1 through 3, you can move on to step 4 and celebrate restoration, just like Jacob and Esau did.
As Christians, we're not meant to be angry with each other. That's why we have to follow the example of Jacob and make the first move. Ask God for help and keep a humble attitude. And then we can celebrate restoration when the fight is over and the friendship is together again. Isn't that awesome? Miss Lori, will you pray for us today?
Heavenly Father, we just thank you because you are so good. I thank you for forgiveness. I thank you that you forgave us when you died on the cross. And I pray, Lord, that you would just continue to give us a forgiving heart so that we can always make things right with our brother or sister or friends or family. Lord, I just thank you for this time. I thank you for everyone that tuned in. I pray that you would bless them and bless their week. In Jesus' name, amen. Well, I hope you all enjoyed today's lesson, but before we leave, we have business to take care of. It's time for Rewind. All right, kids, number 1. What you gotta know today? No matter how you've done me wrong, I know we can get along. Or, let's get along, or I won't fight. The answer is, no matter how you've done me wrong, I know we can get along.
All right, question number 2. What were the names of the brothers in our Bible story? 1, Josiah and Elijah. 2, Jacob and Esau. Or number 3, Jabez and Eliot. The answer is number 2, Jacob and Esau. Good job.
All right, kids, number 3. Who did Jacob trick in order to get Esau's birthright? Was it 1, their father, 2, their mother, or 3, himself? And the answer is their father. Number 4. How did Esau react when he found out Jacob had cheated him? 1, he laughed. 2, he got angry. Or 3, he cried. And the answer is he got angry. Number 5. Was Esau willing to forgive Jacob? 1, yes. Or 2, no. The answer is yes. Number 6. According to our lesson today, in order to handle a conflict, make the first move, make the smart move, or make the last move. And the answer is make the first move. Great job, guys. Number 7. According to our lesson today, in order to handle a conflict, ask God for help, ask God for presence, or ask God for peace. The answer is ask God for help. All right. Number 8. According to our lesson today, in order to handle a conflict, keep a good attitude, keep a bad attitude, or keep a humble attitude. And the answer is keep a humble attitude. All right, number 9. According to our lesson today, at the end of a conflict, celebrate recollection, celebrate restoration, or celebrate raspberries. Celebrate restoration. Great job. Last one, number 10. Where was our power verse found? Romans 12:8, John 12:10, or Timothy 8:12? And the answer is Romans 12:8. Great job, guys. All right, kids. Well, thank you guys for tuning in this week. We have a flubber making tutorial coming up next for those of you who would like to participate. We'll wait for you to collect all your ingredients that were sent to you. We can't wait to be back with you next week. Until then, happy Sunday!
Welcome back, guys. I hope you all had a chance to go get your ingredients. We're going to go ahead and dive right in. Okay, so what you're going to need for this activity is 1 4-ounce bottle of glue, a bowl, some borax, 1 teaspoon, 1 stir stick, 1 cup of warm water, and some paint. Or if you don't have paint, you can use food coloring. That'll work just fine. Oh, sorry, I forgot. Today we're going to make flubber, or you can call it flubber, slime, gack, whatever you want. It's all the same stuff. All right, so you ready? You ready, Miss Lupe?
I'm ready.
I have my trusty assistant here with me today. All right, we're going to have
Let's
fun.
do it.
Ready? Okay, here we go. Okay, so first of all, let's make the solution. So grab your teaspoon. We're going to put 1 teaspoon into the warm water. Stir it up. You want all of the borax to dissolve really well. So keep stirring, keep stirring. Go ahead, Ms. Lupe, I'll let you take your teaspoon and
That same one?
Yep. Give it a good stir. Great job. Let it all dissolve. That's why you need either hot or warm water. I prefer using hot. It dissolves easier. Oh, it's dissolving. Is it? Great.
Yeah.
Yep. Get it all dissolved in there. Okay. Next, you're going to take your glue. You're going to go ahead, just so you know this has a cap on it, and you're going to pour all the contents of glue into the bowl. Get it all in there. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze it all out. Alrighty. Looks good enough? Okay, next, this is the fun part. Gonna take your paint and choose whichever color you'd like. Now, if you want to mix 2 colors, combine 2 colors to make another color, because these are all primary colors and we can do that, you're more than welcome to do that. So I think I'm going to take what makes blue? Yellow and green? I believe so. Let's try yellow. You're gonna take your stir stick and you're gonna empty all the contents of the paint into the glue. So there we go. So I believe that it's yellow and green that makes the blue. So there we go. I'm gonna empty it all in. Think I got it all? Miss Lupe, your turn.
All right, I'm gonna do it. Let's do it pink.
Oh, Miss Lupe's gonna go with a pink. You may
This
just
red
need a
out.
little bit of red, or if you want to add red and white.
Yeah,
that'll
that's what I'm gonna do.
Okay, she's gonna add the red
gonna add
and the
white.
white to make pink. Oh, that's a pretty color. Red and white.
Ooh, my hands are dirty already. All right.
Ready?
All right.
Okay, next step, we're going to stir. Let's stir the paint. Okay, here you guys, you go. Let's see if mine turns blue.
Oh, mine's kind of dirty.
Yeah. Mine is just turning like a lime green kind of color.
Yeah.
Maybe I got the colors mixed up. What do you think? Well, I thought green and yellow made blue. Okay, so I got like the actual color of slime going on here.
You did.
Oh, yours is a pretty pink.
Yeah.
Real
Look
pretty.
at this one.
I like that. It's almost like a fuchsia color.
Yeah.
Got it? All right. Okay. So our next step, this is where the magic happens. You want to zoom in?
Yeah.
We're going to stir it up. Give it one more stir, one more good stir. Now we're going to put little droplets of the solution into the gack. Just a little bit, and we're going to stir it up. You're going to see it sort of clump together, sort of bonding together right now, guys. Okay? You just need to do a little at a time. If you do too much, it'll clump together too fast and it won't work. Okay, I think I need some more, so I'm gonna pour a little more of the solution, just a little bit, just a little bit. Now I think I'm gonna use my hands, okay? This is the fun part. I'm gonna take this excess off. I'm gonna put my hands in there. I'm gonna kind of just twirl it around, sort of even it out. I'm gonna put a little bit more. See? It's a little sticky, too sticky. The object is really to get it stretchy and not sticky like this. Your moms would kill me if you left it like this, guys, really. Okay? All right, we're gonna even it out just like that. It's coming together. I see the magic happening. Okay, a little bit more. All depends on how much you put in there, guys. You don't want to put too much, and you don't want too little either.
I might have put in a little bit too much water.
Yeah? Okay. All right, here we go. I think I need a little more. How's yours coming out, Miss Lupe?
Mine's just a little too slimy.
Okay. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna take it out and I'm gonna put it here. I really should drain some of this excess water. Okay, so I'm gonna put it on the table. I'm just kind of gonna massage it with my hands. Just sort of knead it together, just like this. So you're gonna just kind of knead it together with your hands. And guys, if it's not stretchy enough, you can run it under water, sort of to get the borax solution off, so that it could be a little more stretchy. Got it? How's yours coming out?
Do I need more water?
I think you put a little bit too much of
much.
the solution.
Yeah, too much.
Because it's supposed to stretch. So, if it's not stretchy enough, like I said, put it under some warm water and let it just run.
This is what you don't do, guys.
Miss Lupe put a little bit too much of the solution in hers. As did I. Remember,
Follow us on
it's
YouTube.
very important to just put little droplets in. Don't pour the whole thing, you'll ruin it. Okay, so I think mine's sort of coming out. I wish I had some water that I could run this through, but I don't. So anyway, here it is. It's kind of stretchy. You really want it to be more stretchy. All right? If you ran it through water, it'd be more stretchy. Okay, so I think there we go. We're done. All right? Okay, guys, we enjoyed you and we enjoyed. Go ahead, Miss Lupe, you did it.
All right, guys. Well, this is what you don't do.
And this is what you sort of do.
All right, guys. It was super fun hanging out with you guys. Have a blessed week. Bye.
Bye-bye.